It's car con carne. Let's eat in the car. It's car con carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
So the question is, who am I going to see at Ravinia this summer? So many great shows. There are always great shows at Ravinia. I'm recording this as the sun is out. It is picture perfect. There is not a cloud in the sky. It is the middle of June. Summer is here, which means Ravinia is here. The full schedule is on ravinia.org. Artists from across the musical spectrum, from classical through rock, all points in between. I've talked about the Violent Femmes playing with the Chicago Philharmonic. That's happening later this month. Elvis Costello and Daryl Hall on the same bill together. That's kind of a can't miss. And then looking ahead, early September, Crowded House. Oh my God, so many great shows. Get the list at ravinia.org. Buy your tickets at ravinia.org. And if you're thinking, I know people like to picnic there, I don't know if I want to carry all my stuff. Well, they've got food at Ravinia. Let them take care of all your picnicking needs. ravinia.org. So imagine this. After a night out, maybe a night out at Taste of Randolph, Q101's picnic at Taste of Randolph, you pull into your driveway. The garage light comes on. You open the door to the mudroom. If you have a mudroom, that's pretty cool. But you open the door to the mudroom, and that light comes on. Walking into the house, the kitchen light comes on. Spotify comes alive with your favorite playlist or podcast. Maybe it's not loud enough, so with one button from your phone or your tablet, you just crank it up. Your home is in sync with you. That's what easy automation means. Experience seamless control over everything. Get a quote on how you can make your home a smart home. Call my guy Dan. His phone number, this is Dan's direct phone number. My guy Dan at Easy Automation. Call him directly. He wants to hear from you. 630-730-3728. Or go right to his website, easy-automation.net. Free, no strings attached quote. You'll see how easy automation is. This is Car Con Carne, a Q101 podcast, recording right outside the Taste of Randolph. And to my right, if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, even if you're listening, you're still on my right. I mean, that's the truth, right? That is Niko from Friko.
Hello.
Returning to the show. So much going on. We talked in February, right before the album came out. I feel like you've just been on a speeding bullet train ever since we last spoke. Things have been going crazy.
Yeah, it's felt very fast, and it's just been a lot of work, but good work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we asked for it.
Where we've been, where we go from here is the new album.
Nice.
I like to do this like a talk show. Everything sounds better on vinyl.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
really.
why it's back.
That's
and
why
collecting, but,
It's a sickness.
Yeah.
Once you start, you can't stop.
Yeah.
It's funny, Niko from Friko. Just last night, I interviewed Neptune's Core on this podcast, and they spoke lovingly of you.
They're amazing, yeah.
They're amazing. But what I get excited about as I talk to and listen to Neptune's Core, as I talk to and listen to Friko, scenes come and go in waves. There are moments. I feel like this is a moment. When I look at what you're doing, when I look at what Neptune's Core is doing, young, smart, risk-taking creatives. That's going on right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff in the rock realm of things right now in Chicago for sure, and other realms, but just we're in that scene, and I don't know. There's a lot of music, and people seem to be listening and taking notice.
They are. This is a great time.
Yeah.
So the album came out. You're on the radio. We're of a different generation. Does being on the radio mean as much as it did back in the days? It's still kind of fun to hear yourself on the radio?
It's always cool. I feel like it's definitely, it may not be as tangibly essential for bands, but it's always cool to be in your car and it just comes on randomly.
And then some strangers talking about why you should care about that song. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
right?
It's very cool. It's very cool.
The big show, now you're doing Taste of Randolph. By the time people hear or see this, you'll have already performed Taste of Randolph on this picture-perfect, literally picture-perfect summer night. We're going to see you at Lollapalooza.
Yeah.
Tell me about how you feel walking into that.
It's going to be, we're going to do strings for that one. And then we have Lincoln Hall the next day, too. Because we wanted to do a cover that we just put out. And, so we're going to be, we have the string of Fuji Rock, Lala, and Newport Folk, and then Lala in the same week. So we're very excited about Lala, but we're just preparing for all of those at the same time.
Right. It's just one mega event after the next. For us here in Chicago, we're zeroed in on Lollapalooza, but I get it.
Yeah.
You've got all this stuff to...
Lala would be amazing, though. I mean, it's definitely a big point for us.
Like when you started getting those calls for these shows in Lollapalooza, like, what went through your head? Like, really? Or about time? Or fuck yeah? Like...
No, it was definitely like a really moment. I mean, like, it's just stuff, went to high school, like I went to Lala a few years in high school. It wasn't totally my scene at the time, but it's going to be crazy.
All right, so as I've said, things have been going so fast and so excitingly for you. Any surprises over the past couple months since last we spoke? Anything go in interesting directions that you couldn't possibly foreseen?
Trying to think. I mean, like, we keep adding dates to the end of the year. Just the constant touring, which I guess we expected. But and more the need to, like, for new music, and like we're working on new stuff right now, like trying to really hard. Like when we're on stage, I this album was super important to me in the band, but we kind of been working on it for like 2 or 3 years now, and so like feeling that need to write and perform newer music, That's,
and are you finding the time to write though? With all this touring?
Right now we're not on the road for like 2.5 months minus Japan, but so we're doing a lot of that. Yeah.
You're going to do some woodshedding? Just going to lock down and get it done?
Yeah, lock down the rehearsal space, yeah.
The most important question, Niko, are you having fun?
Yes, very much so. Even when we get tired, we try to count our stars, and just be grateful for it,
Sometimes when things move this quickly, it's hard to take inventory like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
But you're doing it.
Cool. It's very cool.
Well, the album sounds great. The live show we get to see here, we get to see it at Lollapalooza, then we get to see the after show, and then it's just full speed ahead.
Yeah, a lot more shows.
Keep doing what you do. Thank you, Niko.
Thank you.